Hi and welcome to Yarn Talk. This is episode 3, the first series. Today I will talk about fall colors. And I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking it's already winter and it's too late for fall colors. However, if you think about it, we don't really just wear fall colors in the fall and winter colors in the winter. We kind of mix those two things up. Also, if you think about how designers design their collections, they design for fall and winter together and for the spring and summer together. So I feel it's not too late to make something with fall colors. So today in this episode, I will show you 3 kinds of yarns in 4 colors. But as you can see, 2 of the colors are around the red family and 2 of the colors are around the yellow family. And if you think about yellows and reds, it will remind you the change of the leaves. So these are the colors that we typically associate sort of with the fall. So in a sense, reds and yellows are traditional fall colors. But the colors I picked are a little bit non-traditional in a way. They are sort of mixed with other colors, as you will see. And I also picked 3 different kind of yarns, and all these 3 yarns have a little bit different qualities. So if you're looking for something more modern or a little bit different, then any of these 3 yarns or any of these 4 colors will be perfect. Of course, the yarns are available in other colors than these, so if you're just interested in the yarn, you can see the other colors in my Etsy shop, which is Yarn for All LLC at Etsy. You actually have to put in 4 L's to see and find my shop because the name Yarn for All was for whatever reason taken. So I go by Yarn for All LLC and Etsy. And as of now, everything I show you is on stock. When I'm publishing this, after that, I am not sure. If you're missing something, just email me. So let's see the colors on the yarns that I picked. The first yarn I would like to show you is the Love Mohair. And this is a very interesting yarn. It is 70% mohair, if I believe, and 30% wool. It is a relatively soft yarn. I don't say this is the softest yarn because that wouldn't be true, but I am actually wearing it and it's not itchy, but it isn't particularly soft. It is one of the softer yarns, I would rather say. And this is the grenade color, which is in the red family. So I will show you the little sample that I knitted up. And if the camera comes closer, you can actually see that the color is sort of red, but red with some sort of like toned down, in some sort of toned down version. So this is not like a screaming or bright red. The color, as I said, it's very interesting, and for me it's very hard to define, but it really is. But sort of is a non-colorish color in a way, since this is not very bright. The mohair is actually bulky, which makes the yarn very, very interesting. Usually the mohair blends are lace yarns, but this is particularly interesting because this is actually a bulky and thick yarn. And the mohair is sort of a bit uneven along the thread. So when you knit it up, it will create a bit of an uneven bumpy effect, which makes the yarn interesting, and the knit that you make from it extremely interesting as well. So this is the grenade color, and as I said, it comes in other colors as well. So I also picked Love Mohair in this miel color, and then again I can't pronounce these, but this is again Feel Love Mohair in the miel color, which I guess stands for honey if I remember correctly. And again, you can see the yarn is a bit on the bulky side. Actually, I think it's called the bulky yarn. Again, it's mohair with wool together. And on my sweater, this is actually what I'm wearing right now, this color. So if the camera comes closer to the sleeve, you can kind of see the what this uneven texture creates. It creates uneven bumps. This is a seed stitch, so it's actually bumpy already, but kind of you can see where I have a little bit more mohair and a little bit of a less mohair. So overall, it's a very interesting knit when you knit this up. I'm wearing obviously this color, the meal color, and this is the Veronica sweater that I designed, and in the next session you're actually gonna see more out of this. So the second yarn I picked is the Feel Romance by Fielder, and this is a polyamide yarn, but the reason I like it is the texture and the color. So if the camera comes closer, you can see that this yarn is actually very stretchy, and it has these really hair-like fuzzies sticking out of the mohair. The yarn. It's relatively short fuzz, but when you knit it up, which I will show you in a second, when you knit this up, it gives a very interesting texture and quality to the knit. As you can see the fuzz on the side sort of sticking out of the main yarn, and making it something very novel. The yarn overall is really soft, which is an added plus, and very, very warm. And I picked this color, I think it's called Motard, which stands for something like mustard. So you can see it's a bit more brown than the honey color, but also somewhat more bright. If I put it against my sweater, you can see it's not exactly the same colorway, but both of them are interesting in their own ways, and both of them are excellent choice for something new or different for the fall. And the last yarn I picked is the Feel Buoyancy. Again, I don't know how to pronounce the name of the yarn. This yarn is a mix of, I believe, wool, acrylic, and polyamide, but I think it's primarily made of acrylic. And the reason I picked the yarn is because of its texture. This is something really, really cool. You can already see these long textures or fuzzes sticking out of the yarn along the little ball. And the yarn is extremely soft. And also, if the camera stays close, then I can show you. I'm not so sure how much it comes through, but the yarn is very interesting in terms of the thread. So the thread consists basically of two different kind of materials. You see this fuzz, which is relatively long. I guess it's a little less than an inch, and it is made of something extremely shiny. And the main thread is actually not shiny at all. It's rather a matte version of this shiny color. So when you knit this up, I don't know how much it comes through, but when you knit this up, then the combination of this shiny material with the main matte yarn creates something visually very interesting. And as an added bonus, as you can see, when you knit this up, it's actually really fuzzy and cool. You probably can see it most on the bottom or on the side. Again, this is super soft. It has a really good sort of cool feel to it. And this colorway is the grenade color. This is a non-traditional red, or rather burgundy, almost with a little bit of sort of dark purple in it. And I found it very striking and different. Again, this is the grenade color from the Love Mohair, and this is again grenade color, but you can clearly see the difference. This is almost brown, and this is sort of closer to purple, but they are both sort of in the red family. So no matter which of these yarns you pick, they are all of them excellent choices for different reasons for the fall. And if you decide to knit them right now, it will be great for this fall, but you can use them again next fall because they are not necessarily trending colors. These are just sort of traditional, actually non-traditional, traditional colors along the red lines and the yellow lines. And since all of these yarns are great quality, you'll be able to reuse the yarns once you're bored of the sweater that you made. So you can literally just undo the yarn and make something new, because these yarns will last you for a while. Thank you for listening, and in my next episode I will actually show you a couple of things that I made using two of these yarns, and I will show you how to style them back to things in your closet.